I skied at Mount Norikura at an altitude of 3,000 meters high on March 21st, 2026. Due to the high altitude, this Norikura area is very popular for backcountry skiing in spring. This Norikura area has very large open skiable slopes, and also there are very steep slopes from the summit. It looks like a very large ski resort without any lifts. Norikura Mountain is located around in the middle of Nagano Prefecture. It takes about 4 hours by car from Tokyo to Norikura. So the distance to Norikura is about the same as going to Hakuba Valley. Hakuba Valley is located in the north with respect to Norikura area. To come to Mount Norikura Snow Resort, you get off at Matsumoto interchange of Nagano Expressway, and it takes about 1 hour from the interchange to the Norikura. Since there are no convenience stores around Norikura area, be sure to buy your food at the convenience store close to the interchange. And also, the bathroom, you may want to stop at roadside station for bathroom, because it may be difficult to find bathrooms around Norikura area. When Mount Norikura Snow Resort is operating in winter from December to March, we can go to the backcountry by using the lifts of this ski resort. In such case, you can park your car in the main parking or Yamaboshi parking and buy 3 single ride lift tickets. That means you pay 2,100 Japanese yen, which is 700 Japanese yen multiplied by 3. You can easily reach the entrance of the tour trail if you use the lifts. On this day, I arrived at 7 a.m., that is before the start of the lift operations, so I parked at Vacation Village parking. The trails at this vacation village are now abandoned and the lifts are not operating, so I hiked up with climbing skis. Please note that hiking up the trails of this ski resort is prohibited during the operational hours of the ski resort, the operational hours of the ski lifts. But it is okay to climb abandoned trails or at the time out of the operational hours of the ski lifts. This is the parking of the vacation village. From here, I hike up with climbing skis. As you can see, there are many trails. I see at least 3 trails here, but all of the 3 trails will go to the Sanbondaki area. And these trails merge and branches many times, and they are like a maze-like pattern and complicated, but you can use all of them. On this day, March 21st, 2026, the slopes of this abandoned vacation village are still skiable. But if the amount of snow decreases in spring, you may have to carry your skis and walk with your ski boots. At this point, I reached Sanbondaki parking. When the operation of the ski resort ends at the end of March, you can park your car at this Sanbondaki area, Sanbondaki parking. This is Kamoshika Trail. When hiking up this trail, you have to climb along the poles indicated by arrow. I was told by the ski patrol to hike up along the poles on this day. Now I moved to the path alongside the poles. This is the correct hiking up location. At this point, there is a road crossing right and left. At this point, we have to turn left and walk along this road. As shown on the map, I am now at the point at the hairpin curve of the road, and from now I hike up on the climber's left-hand side of the ski trail. This is the entrance to the tour trail that leads to the backcountry field of Norikura. The slope is very steep, So I detached skis and carried skis on my backpack, and I attached crampons to my ski boots. It seems all the other skiers are climbing with climbing skis. I'm the only one who is carrying the skis on my backpack. Maybe I'm not good at skinning up. For me, this slope is very steep, but other skiers are skinning up without any ski crampons. Maybe they are very good at handling skis. At this point, I attached skis again and walking with climbing skis. There were many skiers and also many hikers. The altitude at the parking is 1,600 meters high, and I hiked up to 2,800 meters. And it took about 4 hours, more than 4 hours. On this map, green lines indicate other standard backcountry ski routes. The purple line indicates skiing and hiking route when the shuttle bus starts to operate. The shuttle bus starts to operate from the end of April. From the end of April, you can go directly to Kuraigahara Hut. At this point, I reached the end of the tour trail. From this location, there is a large backcountry field like this. When skiing down, you have to return to this location. Therefore, if you have a GPS device, be sure to store the coordinates of this location, because there are many valleys. There are many dangerous valleys which you should never ski. Therefore, when you go down, you have to ski down along this tour trail. Don't ski outside of this tour trail when you ski down back to the ski resort. Probably due to this high altitude, it is always very windy on this Norikura area. But as you can see, the field is very open and you can ski anywhere. This is ideal for backcountry skiing. The current location is indicated on the map. This time of the year, the snow in Hakuba Valley are almost melting, but this location is at the altitude of around 2,500, 2,600 meters. So the snow is in the best condition. In spring, many backcountry skiers come here. Maybe this is more famous than Hakuba Valley when it comes to backcountry skiing. The slope you see in front are also skiable, so you can climb to the summit and you can ski this slope. This is Kata-no-koya Hut. This is closed during winter. This is open only in summer. I became tired here and I removed the climbing skis and changed to skiing mode. I'm going to ski down. The slope until this point is rather gentle, so it is not difficult to ski this slope. But if you want to climb to the summit, this mountain can be very icy even in late spring. So you may want to bring crampons for your ski boots and ski crampons for your skis, and also you may want to use ice axe if you want to climb steep slope. In the last spring, I saw a skier falling on the icy slope. He was okay, but it looked very dangerous. So maybe you want to bring ice axe. The building you see in front is the bathroom hut, but that is open only in summer. During winter it's closed. So the problem of this backcountry field is that there is no bathroom. So the final opportunity for doing my business is the forest. While I am climbing the tour trail, the forest along the tour trail, you can go deep into the forest along the tour trail and you can do your business. But that is the final opportunity to go to the bathroom. So if you come with a female member, maybe you have to bring emergency tent and portable emergency toilet. On this day, the visibility is very good, so I can easily return back to the entry point to the tour trail. But when it's foggy, it may be very dangerous. In such case, you may have to depend on GPS device to go back to the entry point of the tour trail. Below this steep bow-like terrain, there is an entry point to the tour trail, so you have to come back here. This is the entry point to the tour trail. Please see the map. Be sure to return back to this point. When the visibility is low, because this is a very open field, it may be difficult to find this location. So I think GPS device is necessary to come back to this location. This tour trail is skiable until the end of April. From the end of April, you can ride the shuttle bus from Sambondaki parking to Kuraigahara Hut. Kuraigahara Hut is at the altitude of around 2,400 meters high. So from the end of April, the backcountry skiing here becomes very easy with the payment of the shuttle bus fee. I'm not an athletic person, so the shuttle bus is very helpful. Sometimes even after the shuttle bus starts to operate at the end of April, this tour trail may be still skiable. In that case, you can buy one-way bus ticket and you can ski down this tour trail on your return trip back to the parking lot, so that the bus fee decreases. When the tour trail is completely unskiable, we buy round-trip bus ticket. In that case, the ticket fee increases and you have to come back to the Kuraigahara Hut before the departure of the shuttle bus. This is the very steep point. At this point, I detach skis and walk with ski boots, carrying my skis on my backpack. Last spring, when I came here, many skiers and snowboarders are falling on this very steep slope. So if you are not a good skier, I recommend you to detach skis and walk with ski boots. Preferably, you can use crampons for your ski boots. On this day, the slope was very icy, so it seems very difficult to ski down this very steep slope. this point I came back to the ski resort. This is the top station of Kamoshika lift. From this point you can freely ski on the trails of the ski resort. But if you go to the left hand side, if you go to the skier's left hand side, the trails are very steep. If you want gentle slopes, you may want to go to the skier's right hand side. If you have parked your car in the main parking lot, go to the left hand side, go to the main ski trail. And I parked my car at the vacation village, so I entered this abandoned trail and back to the vacation village. From this point there are many trails. The trails branches into many trails, but you can use any of them. You can use all of them. All of the trails go back to the vacation village. Please see the Google map. There are lots of small trails. There are branching trails around here. Honestly, this Mount Norikura snow resort is rather smaller as compared with Yuzawa area or Hakuba Valley. So if you want to ski on the trails of the ski resort, I do not recommend here. The backcountry field is very large, but the ski resort is rather small, and as you can see, many trails and lifts are now closed, abandoned. The population of Japan is decreasing, so many ski resorts in Japan are now shrinking like this. There are many abandoned slopes and ski lifts all over Japan. Thank you for watching. I'm introducing backcountry fields of Japan. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Now I returned back to the parking lot.